Hey, what's up, y'all? So before I get into the main part of what this video is going to be about, the first thing I want to do is, you saw the new logo with the ball-headed Smitty with the stubble on top. Huge shout out to Setzerpendence. He made my original logo. He made this logo for me. Man, can't say thank you enough. The guy has always been a good friend to me and taking care of me. So thank you to Jason, Setzerpendence. Much appreciated, my friend. Second, if you've ever seen the unaffiliated, I was on a live with the unaffiliated last Wednesday. Man, they were awesome. Those guys treated me very well. I had a good time with them. They have a good live series. Go check them out. Tell them Big Smitty sent you. Finally, if you haven't seen Brother Biker's latest video, you need to go watch it. All the links for everybody I talked about will be down in the description. But Bry's video, he did a mental health video. And I probably shouldn't even said mental health, because when I say that, a lot of people are, I'm not going to touch that. But the guy took a lot of balls, to be honest, and to talk about what he's been through, and to talk about what it took to get him out of that, and talk about the struggles he still faces. For a guy to be able to come out, talk about that, and really throw it out there to where, man, it was pretty brutal. When I say brutal, he was very honest and open, that people won't do. So go watch that video. Listen to what he had to say. Share it with somebody that you know needs some help, or somebody that's struggling. It was a very good video, and I think a lot of people can use some of the information that he threw out, and just the honesty of it. So go check out Brian. Tell him Smitty sent you. Now, you saw the thumbnail, and I'm talking about the loss of a friend, or the loss of a loved one, or dealing with loss, basically. Eric from Kraken's Garage made a really good video here a while back about dealing with the loss of a riding partner, and he talked about losing his father. And man, I watched that video, and when I see somebody do something real well, I always want to try to give them credit, and he did real well in that video. My dad has somebody that's been his friend. His guy's name's Herbert. Been my dad's friend since they were like 10, 12 years old. So my dad's literally known Herbert for the last, let's say, between 55 and 58 years. My dad's known him. Herbert was the best man at my dad's wedding, my mom and dad, and my mom and dad will have been married 50 years in November. We came back from vacation, and my dad called me, and I was on the bike, so I couldn't answer him, so I called him back. He said, hey, Herbert passed away last night. And I know it's hard on my dad, because my dad, like me, is a shift worker, or was a shift worker when he retired. So shift workers don't have a lot of friends outside of being other shift workers, because you don't get to hang out with normal people who don't work crazy ass schedules. So man, when I heard that, I know it was hard on my dad. They had been friends for years, and they had kind of gone their separate ways for a while, raising families, doing things, and then reconnected the last few years on Facebook, of all things. And Herbert would always send me messages on Facebook and send me funny reels. He was known for that. He was a very funny, giving, kind guy. He loved hunting, and he just, like I said, was a good dude. Everybody that talks about him will tell you he's a good dude. Going through that, seeing that with my dad, and seeing how hard that hit my dad, that he had lost somebody that he'd known for nearly 60 years, basically. Man, that's tough. And I started thinking about, I've talked to you about when I lost Jackie Boy, one of my very good friends, back in 2017. You know, looking at that, looking at loss and the way people handle it, friendships come and go. You have people that you're friends with, and then something happens, or you kind of you drift apart, or they move, or you change jobs, or what have you. But when you deal with the loss of someone, especially when you're talking about going through a funeral and grieving process and stuff, it's something we don't talk a lot about, especially, and I've seen lately in the biker community, we've had a lot of bikers. Herbert himself was a biker for years. Actually owned a little biker bar at one point in time. The last bike he had was like a Yamaha Raider, a really nice bike, before he got to where he couldn't ride. And I started looking at, when you start, we've seen a lot of people with loss in the biker community, the motorcycle community, and loss in general. And I think the main thing that I have learned from loss, from having people pass, from losing Jackie Boy, which was hard on me, still hard. There's, you know, when we come around his birthday, and when we come around January, January 10th when he passed away, those are all hard dates for me, just because I think about him. But I think the main thing that sticks with me is is hold on to those good memories. Because, you know, somebody said something to me one time. When we cry at someone's funeral, we're not crying for them. We're crying for ourselves. We're crying for the memories and the pain that we have because of our loss, because we're hurting because of who we lost. And I look at that and really started thinking a lot about it this last couple of weeks, especially with the loss of Herbert and thinking about Jack and looking at other people online. I've seen people have been burying brothers lately. You know what, man? Here's the main thing. Tell people how you feel right now. If you have friends and family, call your friends. Tell them, hey, man, hope you're doing well. Hey, man, love you. If there's somebody you hadn't talked to in a while, reach out to them. Make sure they're doing okay, because there could come a day where you wake up and they're gone. And I think the last thing you want to do is have that regret, because there's people that I know that have regret. My grandfather passed away years ago. Luckily, I saw him the night before and spoke to him, told him I loved him and things. I had family members who didn't get a chance to do that. And I know that it was hard on them when he passed because they wished they'd have taken the chance. Reach out to people, okay? Don't miss an opportunity. If there's something going on between you and somebody and you need to fix it, man, there's some things that can't be fixed, I understand. But reach out to somebody. Say, hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. A simple text message goes a long way. A phone call, calling somebody, checking on your friends, making sure they're good. Somebody you hadn't talked to in a while. Reach out to them. Hey, man, I want you to know I miss you. I got to ride with you in a while. Because life is short. You never know when something's going to happen. Man, spending time with your loved ones and getting to be with them and your friends, you can't get that time back. So take the time to do that. Hey, y'all, do me a favor. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon. So you get notifications when the shit show gets rolling again. A little bit more of a serious topic just because of what's happened the last couple of weeks. I'm losing some people and seeing some people lose loved ones. I don't want to keep it more lighthearted than that shit. Sorry, wasn't my intention. I'll get back to making you laugh soon. This is just something that came up, and man, I've had a lot of people talking about it. We were talking about it at work the other day, and I just said, you know, there's somebody out there that may watch this and have dealt with loss recently. And hey, man, I wish you the best. Again, learn from past mistakes. Get a hold of people, reach out to people, tell people how you really feel about it, because it may be your last chance, especially your loved ones, your parents, your grandparents. It might be a family member that you haven't talked to in a while because y'all had a little something go on, whatever it might be. Man, get a hold of them, because you don't want unresolved issues and something happens to somebody. So anyway, we're going to do funnier stuff coming up. I swear I will. I'll be funnier. I won't be so serious. I promise. Now, I want you guys to have a great day. Let's try not to be assholes to each other. And hopefully, I'll see y'all next time.
With friends like you, who needs enemies? You're not the one you pretend to be. I always thought we were family. Now we're only enemies. Enemies. Yeah, with friends like you, who needs enemies? A two-faced bitch ain't no friend of me.